I'll sit here and listen. Good morning, everyone. Thank y'all for coming in. Today, we want to talk about being the better version of you. Waking up each day, knowing that whatever you is working on and whatever you want to move your life to, as long as you're doing something each day, whether it's a small step, whether you're getting in here and you're wanting to get a little motivation to kickstart your day, to know that you can come back and watch replays all the time, to know that there's a mirror somewhere around this world. Everywhere, every vehicle has it, one. The visors have one. You can go to any public restroom. Every restaurant has them. Go in there and talk to yourself if you need expert advice sometimes. To be able to talk to you, get the demons out of your head to say, you know what, this is my life, this is my journey, and I don't need you telling me that I can't, because I can feel my physical body and I know I can. Why? Because I want to. Do I want to do some sit-ups today? Yes. Awesome. I'm going to ask you, are you doing any physical work at all? I ask people all the time, can you do 50 sit-ups? And they said, 50 sit-ups? No, there's no way. Okay, what if you broke it down into 5 sit-ups throughout the period of the day? Do 5 here in the morning, do 5 midday, do 5 in the afternoon, do 5 more before you go to bed. Before you know it, it could add up to 50, So do something with your physical body to make you a little bit better if that's what you're desiring. If you're wanting your mental state, then you need to get a little bit more, some books, some podcasts, some knowledge, things like that we ask you all the time to make you a better version of you. If you have a passion or something that you're wanting to do, if you're a woodworker, if you play guitar, if you're an artist, give that your true passion and give it your intention and be the best artist that you can be when you're giving the paintings. Be that best guitar player that you can be when you get behind it and you are either with a mentor, somebody showing you how to play. Pay attention to what he's saying, because there's a reason why he's teaching, because he knows how to play it. And if you're wanting to learn, listen and get good at it. And then what do you have to do? You have to practice a little bit more. My son and I picked up a guitar and then he took off with it. Why? Because he played with it every single day, carries it with him everywhere he goes. And if he's at school and he's got some downtime in between classes, what is he doing? If he's not in the books, then he's out there relaxing just for a moment and strums the guitar a little bit. Why? It puts him in a comfortable state. So when he goes back to that next class, he can actually receive the information. So every day we get up and we're stressed and we're jacked up because of something going on, or we're about to know we know there's a big project fixing to happen at work today. And we've been stressed out all week, getting everything lined up for it to happen. And this is going to be the big day. And then when you go in all stressed out and then, oh man, what if this happened? Or what if this happened? Well, guess what? You've done stressed out that job site. You've done stressed out that project, and it's going to be nothing but a snowball of crap for the entire project. But when you get the intention as you're building that project, knowing that you have everything going and you're aligning and you're giving good intentions every day, saying, this project is going to flow good. We're going to be able to get all the contractors in there. We're going to be able to do all the demo we need. We are going to be able to go in and get all the remodeling done. We're going to have everybody come in and come out perfectly under budget, on time. And then everybody is happy. The investors are happy. We are happy. And then everything flows correctly. And then everybody goes on and has a good life. Why? Because we give it a good intention. I'm going to use you for an example, Mike. Mike does a lot of video and for huge stage design for hair. Okay. They go to these different events. What do they have to do? There's lighting that has to be set up. There's staging that has to be set up. All them girls and guys have to look good. So them, guys that are and gals that are back there taking care of that hair, they can't be stressed out when they're working on that client. So they need to be there focused on that client to make her look good. So when they go out there into that runway and then they're walking down that strip and Mike's out there with his camera crews and got all the videos going, all the computers and all the wires have ran and this, that, and the other. Did he stress out about it as they did it? No, they worked as a teamwork and they gave it good intentions and said, this is going to be the best event ever and everybody's going to be happy and everybody's going to look beautiful and these are going to be the best shots ever. He gave it intentions. He gives it flow because that's the way he works. And then every time he has beautiful photography coming out, beautiful editing, beautiful women out there every time. Because that's the way that they built their organization, is they did it with a motto of everybody will live in flow and harmony and work in conjunction with other to move each other in a new direction of vibrations and happiness. Because we do it with flow. And that's what we ask everybody in here each morning when you're coming to these meetings. We're asking you to flow your better version of you when you're going out there to take care of anything out there in reality of the world. Because all you're trading is your physical body, your time, your skills to take care of a job that you were hired for. So whether you work for yourself or you work for someone, you're going to bring the best version of you to the table. Why? Because the only thing that you can truly bring is your physical activities, your talents, and your name. Because when you walk away from that project, that's the one thing that people will talk about the most. That daggum Mike was awesome. He brought in the crew and they came in, took care of everything. My clients and investors was happy, and we got our products and services out there to the world and was able to have everybody happy. Thomas comes in and he brings the morning motivation. He comes on these stages and he brings energy. And then Brother Julio comes in and brings fire right behind him. Why? Because it is a strategic way that the universe lets us work together without having any structure, without even having conversations before these meetings. We get in here and bring everything from our hearts, because this is the flow that we know that we're bringing, because this is the trainings that we've had to be able to bring our life into that next realm, that next elevation of life, because we wanted more within it. So what did? We took action every day. And whether it was a little step every day or sometimes it was a good little skip, it was a fun day, because I like skipping down the sidewalk, because I like a happy dance, and I do it all the time. So find your happy dance, find your things that make you smile, go and do it. Even if you say, I don't have time, I promise you, you got time. We can show you how to get more time in your life. Even if you say, I don't have the monetary funds to take care of that right now, we're going to show you how to put a different thought process and say, I will be able to do that when it's time for me, because everything will be in alignment for me to be able to have that at that time frame that I truly am ready to receive it. Because many people we want all the time, and we want it now. We are that now generation of life and this energy of the world. Now we're going to show people just a little bit of patience to understand, to make it a little bit better each day. And then you get in alignment with it, then it can come to you. But people want things, and they're down here in this mindset of lack of already. So how can abundance come to you if you're truly not ready in that mindset? So that money's going to sit right here until you get yourself into that vibration. I stay in a high vibration plane in my conversations and my daily work with my clients and this, that, and the other. And then when they start bitching about this and they don't have that and this, that, and the other, that conversation is going on. Do I interject in that conversation? No. Why? Because I want them to bring their vibrations up to a higher plane and understand that that conversation is going to keep bringing them those kind of reactions within life. When you change your thought process, you change your vibration, you change your words, and you start believing within yourself and believing in the things that you do, and getting a better communication within you, within your family, within your relationships, within your career side, your aunts, uncles. When you get all of that in alignment right there, then you're going to turn into your financial side, and you're going to see how you can get and create more money within your life, because we'll show you how you're frugally spending money, and then you can now put money into investments to start making some residual income for you. And then from there, you have your family time, your relationships, better that as well. So now what are we talking about here? The belief within yourself, the time, financials, family, communication, your health. Now you get all that in a better balance. Your life will flow a little bit better, because now you can have people surround yourself, because you are the sum of the 5 that you hang with. Guess what? I have more than 5 that I hang with right here every morning. Why? Because these people interject something into my life every day. They have something that they bring more to my life every day with the things that they're doing, and they're moving and shaking and shifting on what they're doing, on their physical aspect, their mental aspect, their spiritual aspect, everything within their life. Why? Because they took action for them, because they knew whatever they had been doing hasn't been working correctly. So what did they do? They started listening to someone else, someone like me, and then they started getting a different thought process. And then now guess what? Their life has started moving. And it's like, wow, hey, check this out. This is fun. I'm doing something better for me. I'm doing something for me, and I'm not being selfish. I'm selfish, but not selfish. It's at the same time. You're waking up and you're giving everything to you first, making sure that you're happy in everything that you're doing, making sure that you're giving the energy, your love, you in the mirror saying, I know you are an amazing person. Let's go out and rock this day. I know that we'll be able to get our body in that weight size that I want, that I see within that mirror. I know I'm going to give my body and the tone and the focus and the clarity within it, because I'm going to remove the bad foods that I've been putting into it. So now that we've worked nutrition, we've worked hydration, and that's the biggest part right there. Are you hydrated? Because if you're drinking the colas and you're drinking the beer and the scotches and the brandies, in the afternoons and all through the day and night, whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter to me. But yet I found out that putting all that in there was not putting my body in that correct alignment that it needed to be. I was dehydrated tremendously. And then I wondered why my body failed on me. I wondered why my life went to crap for a period of time. Why? Because I wasn't putting the good stuff in it. And it all started with the foods, and I wasn't getting the correct hydrations, and I wasn't physically taking care of myself. So now when I figured out I had to get this back in alignment, I had to get this right here, this part right here in alignment. And then I got the foods in it. Then I got the correct hydration. And then I surrounded myself with people that was going to uplift me instead of break me down. Because I was running with a crowd of people that was so negative within life because they hated their own life of what they were doing. They were just zombies and just making a paycheck. You know, I got to do this for my family. This, I got to do that. I don't want to be here. That's all I kept hearing. That's not uplifting when you go to a job site, especially when I'm days away from my own home, you know? So I try to walk in every day with a smile, this, that, and the other, but their energies were draining to me. And I was wondering why I was always so depressed. Then that's when I finally started getting in tune with me, saying, you know what, their energies, their vibrations, their emotions will not affect me anymore. I know that their problems is not mine. I was letting their problems affect me. So when you learn how to get rid of their emotions and start working on just you, it's not selfish. Do it. Wake up every day and have that gratitude for what you have in your now time space reality, because you are the one that has put you where you are at. You're the one that has put the physical and the mental, the spiritual, the broken hearts, everything into you where you're at today. So what do you want to shift now? And what better version do you want to be? And all we have to do is get on a phone call, and then I will work with you step-by-step process like I do with all my clients, and we'll move you into a new direction of figuring your life out on what you want to do. Not me. All I'm going to do is give you the guidance of what we have done and how we have shifted our lives. Whew, it's a good day to have a good day. Go ahead, Brother Julio.
I was actually thinking about that exact concept this morning, Thomas. The last thing you mentioned, and what I'm specifically talking about is like, you know, in our business, so to speak, or you know, you can go on your scroll feeds and you'll see so many people trying to promote something, trying to throw something at you, trying to cram something down your throat that you're not necessarily interested in. You know, what did you just say? You know, every single day, you know, what do you want to do? That's what you just said. So, you know, so many people go about their lives not living life the way they want to live life. You know, they've you know, formed their life under somebody else's limitations, under somebody else's restrictions. You know, under somebody else's, you know, how they were tied up. And you know, right. Exactly. It's kind of like, you know, you got your back to the wall kind of, you know, limited thinking. The world is changing. Things are growing. It's so important right now that you're paying attention. You know, that's the way I look at it. You know, there's the need out there is so great for people to understand that concept. You know, and sometimes people are so busy in life that they're not even stopping to notice. They're not even stopping to notice that they're in this constant, you know, you joke around, Thomas, and you call it, you know, a zombie state. You know, you call it a zombie state. I don't know what that was. You know, but that's the reality. You know, people are just aren't willing to wake up. You know, and so often in our business, you see people trying to cram something on social media. They're, you know, buy into this, do that. We ain't trying to get you to buy into anything. You know, this in the morning, you know, come to the realization that you can create your universe. You can come and bring to the table something new for yourself, a new concept. But some people haven't even stopped to think about what they want to do in their lives. They haven't even stopped to access that part of their thinking, of their brain. They'll go about 40, 50, 60 years living, you know, and they're just existing instead of learning what it is to enjoy life. You know, there's I seen, I don't know if he's still on here. There's an old coach of mine from high school that just jumped online and started listening. And he's really great in inspiring people. He's always had a great spirit about him. I seen him on here, Mr. Sam Trans on here, watching also on our live feed. So it's pretty cool. But so many people get into that state, man, and it's so important that you wake up. That you wake up and discover what it is what you want to do in life, discover what it is that you want to do in your existence. You know what I'm saying? We can have an impact on people. I just had somebody message me this morning and tell me, ask me, hey, how's that business working out for you? Is it worth it? I love when people ask me that question, Thomas. Is it worth it? Man, my mind is freaking blown. My mind is, I'm forever changed. That's how I look. I know, get me wrong, my experience with Christ is a forever experience, you know what I'm saying? Because of who he is in my heart, who he is in my life, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not pushing that up on anybody, but I'm just saying my practices and my belief and what got me to who I am today, but I'm enjoying the journey and being grateful for being put on to what's available, what's, my true potential, realizing that and taking a chance on myself, and starting a business and, just the whole online aspect, the community, how I've grown, whether it be from me being a teenager, all the positions that I've had. I mentioned that yesterday, about all, me going through all these multiple experiences in order to realize, why I've been on the path that I've on and why I am where I am today. All glory, of course, goes to God. But man, it's just, I've grown so much, man, in the last eight months, man, and going on 9 months, and is it worth it? What? I can't say enough. The health aspect, the impact you're having on people, everything, Thomas. It's a humbling feeling every single morning, knowing that you can have an impact on somebody and change somebody's life through a product or through opening up their mind, them realizing reality for themselves. We joke around and not joke, but for lack of a better terminology, we use the movie The Matrix to describe so many different things, because there's so many people in a freaking zombie state. There's so many people that are out there that are, going with their same old ish, just a different day. That's real. That's real, Thomas. You know what I'm saying? That's real, guys, on here this morning. You know what I'm saying? So many people are just, they're going about life over and over and over and over and over again, on the same old schemes, man, the same old realities, you know what I'm saying? And it's not even a truth about the reality. It's a limitation that they're living under.
Well, it's something that has never been taught us. So we're doing things out of the norm. We're doing something that people have never seen. They're uncomfortable with it because they don't know what's going on when, I press a live Zoom and my face is going to be shown, and things like that. And are they going to ask me to talk, or, are we going to pull you out? No. Why? We're doing something different. Yes. We have the energy. We have the vibrations. We bring something more to the table every day for you, because we know the fear of being able to do something different in life, period, shocks the shit out of everybody, because that fear monster sits right there and say, you can't do that. You remember last time you tried something and you failed at it, you lost thousands of dollars and this, that, and the other. You can't do this because, your uncle or your aunt or somebody said, whatever. Whose life are you living for? Are you living for them? Are you living for you? I'm going to go ahead and I'll bring my son. He's not on here this morning, but he's been following me since the very beginning of all of this right here. He's been with me since, early days of when I started my career path on working for life coaching and, mentoring and guiding others. He's never wanted to move into this, that, and the other. And I told him, blaze your path, blaze your journey. I'm not asking you to do anything with us. Just do you, be you, find your niche of what you want. And he's, started a couple of businesses. He's 24 years of age. He's got a couple of things, but it provides hustle on both parts, on what he's got to do and his physical activities. And then, he's been going to school for plant process technology for chemical, refineries down here. He's been doing that just to appease his mom, pretty much the way I kind of seen it from the get-go. And, he's staying at his mom's house still. And, she's gone 14 days out of the month. And so he lives in this big old house by himself. But yet he's, like Julio said, he's still under her thumb. So he's still not able to find his journey yet. So now he called the other day. He said, Dad, well, what about this stuff you do? And he said, could I do it? I said, all day long. I'm just waiting for you to ask. I said, so when you want to learn, then I will be able to show you. But he's been, like Julio said, doing something to appease someone else. So are you getting up every day and you are going and getting out into this lifestyle and the reality of world? Are you doing things for you or for someone else? Are you doing it to make you happy or for someone else? Because if you're doing it to make someone else happy, you're doing it for the wrong reason. You need to make sure that you are happy with everything that you're doing and every direction you're going and every journey, because you're making sure it's what you desire. Chase, you're happy. And a lot of kids, they don't know where they want to go. I did not know where I wanted to go. Did not know what I wanted to be. Guess what? I still don't know what I want to be. But guess what? I'm going to have fun with today, and I'm going to rock out what I'm doing today because it is working for me, and it is bringing in an income for me, and it is bringing new people to a different level of their life, and I did nothing but give inspiration to them. I was their cheerleader just for a little while. I was their mentor and guided them with some new things that they could put into their life that gave them a new perspective. Because we all are raised in different areas. We all have different educations that we're all going through. We all have different situations that we have been through, So with that, all I can do is give you things that I have done that has assisted me, and it has been a proven track record for me. So when you can bring results and you bring facts and you bring information that is not all tainted, you're being truthful with everything you do and you're transparent in everything that's going on, then you have no reason to not sleep at night. I sleep very well. Why? Because when I open my mouth, I'm making sure that I'm bringing the words and the inspiration and the true knowledge that needs to be spoken. It's a good day, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right. I'm going to open up the floor. Does anybody in here got anything that they want to talk about this morning that's going to bring that up and give me a few more directions to go with my vibrations right quick? Somebody that's going through something that needs a new perspective. Y'all all have a perfect life. I love it. Go ahead, JJ. Go ahead, JJ.
What the heck, kids? Nobody else is going to take the floor. I'll come in. So, your true self, you have to look. If you want to find him or her, you got to look. You can't just wander aimlessly around doing what most people are doing. Most of the zombies are just out there doing nothing. They never do anything to try and find their true self. They never try to do anything different. They just keep doing that same thing day after day after day, expecting that they're going to get some sort of different results. And we all know what the definition of that is. But, I've been looking for my true self for pretty much most of my life. And I've finally found that rascal. It's pretty cool, actually, when you find yourself. And so I am just tickled to see some of the changes going on of some of the people that I've invited here into this place. And, that whole move of Holly this last week was really quite interesting. It's quite incredible seeing what's happening to her. Everything she talks about now, she's like, that morning motivation, I got this idea now and that idea now. And it's just amazing, you guys. If you really dedicate yourself to something, you're going to find your true self. But you just have to decide to continue to dedicate yourself to something. And I can't think of a better place for people to start than right here. This has been an incredible life changer for me. And it's not just something that I'm thinking in my own brain. It's something that's been confirmed to me over and over and over again in real world, real life examples. And, my goal in coming in here each day really is just to promote this place, because this is something special. This is really something special, and it will shift your life all the way around. It'll help you shift your life around. Like Thomas always says, we're not shifting your life, you're shifting your life. So the way you're going to shift your life is by shifting your life. Start here, kids. This is a great place. Anyway, love you guys all.
You shifted with
Make it a great day. And
that's it. Shifting with dedication, shifting with thought processes of giving new words to yourself, shifting your energies of your dreams and knowing that they can become realities, shifting with new perspectives of listening to others. You know, JJ comes in here and does a powerful, you know, Kong family show after this meeting. You know, what is he doing? He's bringing facts. He's bringing information. He's bringing knowledge to people so you can make an informed decision in life on things that you're wanting to do and how you can shift your life in other directions. You know, so every day it is more than just promoting. It is more of he has shifted his life, his energy, his thought process, the words that he was giving to himself, his energies he was giving to himself, starting to give a new perspective on everything that he's doing, just like we have. And then, hang on, Roger's got something, JJ. Julio. Go ahead, Roger.
Yeah, I think consistency is very important, even to show up here every morning. That shows that we're committed to be here. And that's the same thing with helping other people. Like today, I can drive my uncle to the hospital because his wife doesn't like or don't know how to drive in the city. So it comes perfectly out the time when I'm home to pick him up and bring him to the hospital because he has an eye operation. I think consistency is number one. If you want to do something, just be committed to be consistent every day. Thank you.
That's it. Consistency every day. If you want that better body, then are you doing something every day? A little bit of something. Go ahead, Julio.
Well, I was just going to speak about mindset. You know, mindset. Every single day, the word says, the good book says you have the ability to take, you know, your thoughts captive. You know, so you have the ability to control what's in your mind and what's not in your mind. You know, there's thoughts that go into an individual's mind and they start thinking all, you know, cuckoo and crazy. But, you know, if you're putting the right things in, you know, as far as deposits, your eyes and your ears are the windows to your soul. So what goes in is important. So you're putting good stuff in, then good stuff is going to come out, you know, and it works that way with your mindset. You know, if every single day you're intentionally living your life out with, hey, I'm going to read this. Hey, I'm going to be listening to this content. I'm going to be watching that kind of content. I'm going to, you know, whatever the case is, you know, what you are constantly, you know, soaking in and sponging up, you know, in what your eyes are watching and what your ears are listening to, you're going to absorb that into your heart, into your soul, into your thinking, you know, which is, it's like people being a product of their environment, you know. Thomas, we were speaking about this the other day as far as environment is concerned. You know, there's people, a seed is just a seed if it is sitting somewhere on a ledge, right? It does nothing. It provides all kinds of great, could be a nutrient, because it could be a seed of fruit, it could be a flower, it could be a seed of whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's great because it's a seed. But unless you put that seed in the right environment, you know, that seed is just going to be a seed. It could never become a tree, you know, and I think it works that way for our minds and for our brains and for the potential that's locked inside of us as people, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, we limit ourselves on a daily basis. We subject ourselves to the concepts that we accept.
You got a call come in.
Yeah, I blocked it out. But the limitations we try to the limitations that we operate under. You know what I'm saying? It's just so important, man, that as an individual you don't limit yourself. You know, get out of your own way. Have you told yourself, you know, you love you this morning? Have you looked in the mirror and said, man, you look good today, you're handsome, you're sexy, you're beautiful, whatever the case may be, you know? I mean, have you said thank you today? You know, it's perspective. You know, your mindset will create a reality for you, you know, and there's so many people are operating and living a reality of limitations, you know, when the reality of it is the world is theirs. It's just up for them taking it, you know, if you got to go out there and get it. But if you don't work for it, it's nothing just going to come to you. If you're sitting there, in a zombie state, and you're going to operate like a zombie. We know what zombies do. Right. That's what the freak they do. They're zombies. We use that
as a crutch. Yeah. Patrick, I see you got your hand up, brother. Go ahead.
Hey, I just want to say a lot of things are being said here that are very important today. I was kind of reflecting on it, and I guess as the more I've become accustomed to being here and listening, as I'm becoming my own, becoming my own cook. It's like we take ingredients of everything that is in this recipe book that we have right before us, and we put it all together. It's not a perfect meal every time, but you know what? The joy of it is that it's fun to get the things that we need to nourish ourselves, and that's just not just with putting food in our mouth. I'm talking the ingredients that it takes to get our minds right, and that's just a quote I love from that movie Cool Hand Luke. Some men you can't reach, or women. You got to get your mind right. And now that I've had a lot of time here, that I don't really reflect a lot, but everything that I'm hearing is it's like a recipe book for being the best chef of your life. And you can also put that to a book. None of us are. You open the cover of a book, you start reading a few pages. Well, if it's not interesting at the beginning, then you're not going to read it. But my mom told me that a long time ago. Leave a legacy behind you. Don't worry about the bad chapters. Make people want to see and experience what you may have to give and what you're offering. And I'm starting to see that turn around with myself. And I get it from here. The morning motivation is a big influence on how I walk around anymore, what I do for others. And even though I just landed in Florida yesterday, first thing I did when I got off the plane was I said, "Sir," I said, "that was the most bumpiest flight I've had." But I said, "You know what? I knew you were working your business to get us there safely." And I guess to end it all up is we're all, we're working our magic, working our business, and we're all going to be fine. It's in helping others. And that's my big thing, is helping others, but helping myself first. If I wasn't doing that, I couldn't help anybody. And that was the old me. So I love you all. Thank you so much.
We love you, brother. Thank you very much for that. Good words right there. You said it the best. You are the chef of your life. You're the one that's putting the ingredients in to make the best version of you. And that's what I've been asking all morning, is just be the best version you can be of you all day long, every day, in everything that you do. Brother Ryan, are you in here this morning and ready to read?
Yes, sir.
All right, Brother Ryan, go ahead.
Okay, once again, from Voice of Knowledge by Don Miguel. I'm getting near the end, so a few more readings from this one, and we'll be getting some new material. So once again, right on point with the message here this morning. Great message, by the way. I love that, Patrick. So here we go. You don't have to search for love. Love is here because God is here. The force of life is everywhere. We humans create the story of separation, and we search for what we believe we don't have. We search for perfection, for love, for truth, for justice, and we search when everything is inside of us. Everything is here. We just need to open our spiritual eyes to see it. There's nothing you need to do to improve what you really are. The only thing left for all of us to do is to create a beautiful story and enjoy a better life. How do you create a beautiful story? By being authentic. When the main character is authentic, it is easy to write your story with integrity, with common sense, and with love. Life is the greatest gift that we receive, and the art of living is the greatest art. How do you master the art of living? Practice makes the master. It's not about learning. It's about taking action and practicing your art. As an artist, if you practice love, you keep practicing and practicing. The moment comes when everything you do is an expression of your love. How will you know when you have mastered love? When the story you tell yourself is an ongoing romance. So just like we all said here this morning, create your art, be a master. Love you all.
I love the way how the energies flow with everything, every morning. You know, Brother Ryan has just brought a message right there that just sums up everything that we have been talking about this morning on you are the mastery. You are the master of your, your journey. You are the cook of your journey. You are the chef of your journey. You are the author of your journey. However you want to word it, it doesn't matter. Just know that you got the power to get up each morning to make it what you want it to make it. Today, guys, Miss Shannon is off at a new event, The Awaken. Her and Miss Jen is over there getting their self in an attunement. So there won't be no affirmations today. I will get something else. But Miss Carol, are you able to take care of something for us this morning?
Hey, Thomas, I think Marilyn's been having her hand up for quite a while now.
I didn't ever see hand. These I don't see because we got 25 people doing this. Means nothing because when they freeze, it stays like that on my side sometimes. So I don't understand that. Most people have a little hand icon that they've been popping up. That's how I know when to call people out. So Miss Marilyn, Carol, get ready if you don't mind. Go ahead. Miss Marilyn, what do you have?
Okay, all this relates to the book of knowledge or the tree of knowledge. And when we are born, we are taught, whatever our parents teaches us. And then the best thing to do is to learn that each one of us have a different leaf. We're going to learn this, we're going to learn that from this and that, right? This person and that person. So what I'm learning with all this transformation is now that I'm changing my life, I'm seeing others change their lives and their mindset. And I just wanted to give kudos to my nephew. Austin is starting to show it. And I've only been working with him since Tuesday. And now look at him. He's in here. He's keying in and he's starting to show it. And he's being responsible now. He comes and gets his water. I don't have to take it to him. He comes to me now. See, we know we are setting those seeds. So just keep doing it and lighting that light. That's what I'm just proud of him. So just wanted to let everybody know that it can happen. You can turn them around no matter how old they are. So thank you all for everything.
Yes, you can teach old dogs new tricks. Hey, look at me. Look at JJ. We're old dogs, but yet we learn new tricks and we keep moving forward each day because we keep evolving, because we want something more within our life. We keep making a better version of ourselves each day. So just know, even though all these grays are here, we're just a little bit wiser than we was yesterday because we made a better version of ourselves today. So, Miss Carol, are you here and ready? Carol.
I'm ready.
Go. It's all on to you. Guys, I want to put this into y'all's head that she's going to wrap it up with you so you can have your toes tapping with this within your head the rest of your day. Go ahead, baby.
Your love is lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. So keep it up, quench my desire, and I'll be at your side forevermore.
Thank you, baby. Thank you, everyone. That was for y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we want y'all to have energy within your life every day. Thank y'all for coming out. We will see y'all tomorrow, same time. Thank you, everybody that's catching this.
Awesome.
That was beautiful, Carol. What a beautiful voice you have. Holy moly, I love it. We need to hear that more often.
That was beautiful. It brought tears to my eyes. Thank you, Carol. You lift us up too.
Thank you.
You're so awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. That was beautiful, and I love it. That was in my head to be resident.
Very nice. Very nice.
We love
Beautiful.
you.
Love you very much.